This is a ceramic coating that you cannot mess up. It's virtually impossible to mess up the application and installation of Jimbo's The Gloss Boss. But I'm gonna show you exactly how to install it. I'm gonna show you exactly what it looks like, and I'm gonna show you exactly how forgiving this ceramic coating actually is. So if it is your first time installing a ceramic coating or you're a seasoned pro, you're gonna have virtually no problems actually installing it. Before we installed the coating, what we did was we completely washed, decontaminated, and polished the whole entire truck. I demoed that in a previous video on the hood of this car showing the picture perfect polish. And in that video, I talked about how the picture perfect polish is the perfect polish, but also the perfect prep before applying the Gloss Boss. So it is optional, but you do not have to use a panel prep in between that step of polishing the car and actually applying the Gloss Boss. So when it comes to the Gloss Boss, this is actually my personal one. I want to have a few things prepped and ready. A low pile towel I want to have on standby. I want to have a applicator which comes with the Gloss Boss and then the Gloss Boss bottle itself. This is a 50 milliliter bottle, so this will do my truck 2 times over. This would do a small sedan probably 3 or 4 times. You get a lot of coating in the bottle, and that's done on purpose. Some people are buying this for a horse trailer. They're doing a big rig. They're doing a commercial vehicle. So I wanted to make sure that I gave enough of the product. So, and then after your surface is completely prepped and ready, it's very, very simple. You just apply a few drops and saturate the applicator like that. I'm gonna do this whole entire hood at one time, but I'll start with half of it. I like to start kind of in the middle of the hood, medium pressure, and you'll immediately see how thick the coating is. It is a super, super thick coating. Now apply on the whole entire car. Come back to the center spot if I need a little bit more. But what I applied, maybe 8 to 10 drops or so. Someone will tell me in the comments. 8 to 10 drops can do the whole entire car. Now when it comes to, and I just want to make sure I'm kind of just going back over it, it will start to rainbow very, very slightly. It is more of a rainbow coating than a sweating coating. It doesn't really sweat at all, but ideally, though it's a thick coating, ideally as it starts to cure, it's almost disappearing at the same time. So I'll move to the other side. And one of the unique things, probably the most unique thing about the Gloss Boss is you see that I'm not rushing to level. I'm not rushing to wipe it off. I'm just letting it marinate on the surface. And that is one of the, I would say, most unique attributes about the Gloss Boss is that you have significant work time, significant. And that's why I said at the top of the video, you can't mess it up because it's not a quick 30-second flash coating. This is a 15, a 5-minute, a 10-minute work time on the panel, and that's all dependent upon ambient temperature. So the hotter it is, the more humid it is, maybe the little less work time, but it's never a 30-second wipe off, never. It's always gonna be multi-minute. And the benefit to that, being like that, is you can coat a car very, very quickly. I do like this whole hood, which is a really big hood, at once, and I'll leave it, and I'll let it level and sit and marinate, because the longer it can marinate on the surface, the longer you're giving it time to bond to that surface. So that is the application, literally that easy. And what I will do is I'm just gonna let it sit. And you'll actually start to see that it gets harder and harder to actually see where you applied the coating, because in a non-technical term, it's that disappearing technology. So, which is not a real technology at all. It's just what I call it. But the purpose and the reason why you're actually seeing less and less of those streaks as it begins to cure is because more and more of it is actually bonding to the surface. So even though it went on really, really thick, it's bonding a ton to the surface, and that's because there's a high solids amount. So just like when we talked about the picture perfect polish and we were developing the picture perfect polish, the amount and the quality of the aluminum oxide, which is the abrasive, is super important, but there's like 13 other things, 13 other ingredients in that formula that all have to work together at the same time. And so the same is true with the coating. We have a really high solids amount, which people usually stops there, where people talk about, oh, we have the highest solids, which is true and is an important factor in the formula. But there's a ton of other ingredients in the formula, solvent carriers, that make the formula kind of all come together. And so finding that just because someone has a really high SiO2 content or a really high solvent content doesn't actually, or not solvent, but solids content, doesn't necessarily, I will say, mean that that product is better, because it's the whole formula as one. Because you can get a 99% solids argument, but that product would actually be incredibly hard to work with. And so it is the solid content that is important, but it's also the quality of the solids. It's the quality of the solvents. Even as we saw in the picture perfect polish, a lot of brands aren't willing to actually invest in something as simple as an odorless solvent because it's more expensive. That's just one of the other ingredients in the polish that I was like, it was a non-negotiable for me. I don't want a smelly polish at all. And the same is true when it came to the Gloss Boss. And it's crazy, I'll move so you can come on my side, but if we look down in the light at that side of the coating right there, you almost can't even see where I applied it, which is a very, very cool, different feature. I know it's unique. I know people are like, well, does it sweat? Does it rainbow? And I'm like, dude, I want it to disappear. I want it to completely go away, because that means that I have more solid adhesion to the panel. I have more product that is on the surface, bonded to the surface, less coming off in my wipe towel. But I don't know, it's probably been, how long have I been yapping? A couple minutes? 4 minutes? 8 minutes? All right, wow, good for me. I can talk to myself for a long time. So it's been 8 minutes. This, I usually go, personally, in my temperature, I usually go 10 to 15 minutes after application before I level it. In my environment in Southern California, that's where I feel it's perfect. A ton of people are uncomfortable with that because they're worried about coatings not leveling on the wipe off. But again, that's why we have a good balance of solid content. And now when I come back with my clean towel and I use a low nap towel, these are actually the orange wash towels that I sell on my website. I like a low nap towel compared to like a higher nap towel, because this, to me, this is the softer than soft towel. For coating leveling, I just don't like it. I feel like it smears a little bit more. So if you only have these towels, use this lower nap side. But honestly, what I found is I just like the orange wash towels even more. So now what I'm doing is just gently going on the surface, and I'm just trying to wipe in and remove that which has not already bonded to the surface. So with any ceramic coating, what's going on is the coating, as soon as you start applying it, a quality coating, I guess I should say, will start to bond immediately. And then it continues to bond, continues to cure on the surface. But what it has done is that it has filled all those pores of the surface, okay? So that's why we needed to clean out those pores in previous videos, clean them out, level any defects that are on the surface with the Picture Perfect polish, and then we are ready to apply the Gloss Boss. So, and it makes for a very easy wipe off. I'll probably only use one towel on this whole hood. You could use a second towel. You could use a towel that has numbers on it. You could write your own numbers on the towel. And I'm utilizing that light to see if there's any areas that are still either smeared or where the coating might still be. But that side looks perfect, just like that. And my idea behind the Gloss Boss and developing it is making a ceramic coating that is not hard to apply and is not intimidating. So that's why I went for the long, really, really long work time, because it's forgiving. And what I would do, if you don't have a directional light or you don't have proper lighting, should really work to get proper lighting, but also take it outside. So after you're done, take it outside and see if you missed any spots. Call those high spots. And if you did, chances are you could just wipe them off. You may not even need a little polish to do that. But again, if it gets a little smeary when you're wiping it off, just flip your towel to a clean side. You're just getting a little bit of buildup in the towel, but it's not a hard wipe off, just kind of gliding along the surface. Like that. Back this up a second. Make sure I got all down here. And there you have it. That is how you can apply the Gloss Boss. Again, it's very straightforward. It's very simple. It's dummy proof. You cannot mess this coating up. I'm telling you, I've applied it to thousands and thousands of cars. You cannot mess it up. If I was doing the whole rest of the car, and how I already did, I just left the hood for demo purposes. But what I would do, and what I did, was I started here, passenger side, front fender. After everything was cleaned and prepped, polished how I wanted it, I started applying it here. I applied it to this whole panel. Then I moved all the way down to the whole entire car. I applied it to the whole entire car, and then only then came back to level it with a towel. Okay, so very, very forgiving. A lot of other ceramic coatings will flash very quickly. They'll rainbow, they'll start sweating very quickly. And my coating is a little bit different in that it doesn't necessarily do those things. It does rainbow a little bit, but really what I'm looking for is for it to disappear. I really want that leveling to be virtually non-existent. And if you're doing that, you nailed it. Now, if you want to add a second layer, you could totally do that. You could do that after 1 hour. So after 1 hour, you can apply subsequent layers. It's not necessary. Me personally, I do it because I'm already here. I will do another layer in an hour just because I like knowing that. And then when I go to maintenance the ceramic coating, I will use the Super Soaper. And because I like to touch my car, I use Toughest Shell often to kind of maintenance the ceramic coating. Again, that is not, you do not have to do that. I have YouTube shorts of the Gloss Boss on Brian's hood after 18 months. It's still beating water perfectly fine, and we never maintenance that coating, right? So you don't have to, but I like gloss, I like slickness, I like maintaining it. And so I will use Toughest Shell to maintain it. But yeah, I just wanted to document kind of the application of a ceramic coating that you cannot mess up at all. So that was that. Obviously, I will link everything below. If you have any questions about application of the Gloss Boss or really any other detailing questions, feel free to put it in the comments below. But honestly, thank you guys for the support for the Jimbo's Detailing line. It means a ton. It's really a great outlet for me to make products how I think products should be made. And that was one frustration I had when I started this YouTube channel way back then, was that the claims on the back of the bottle didn't meet what the product actually did. So my product line is kind of my way of trying to change that a little bit. So as you saw, it doesn't get really much easier than this. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.